Hey Greenhouse. So I was getting some stuff done at the church, and then my have room is at 9:30 p.m. So I just thought I would stay here and have room at church at Pastor Jared's desk. And I thought it would be fun if I did the 3 things on his desk, because you never know what you'll find on his desk, but it is super organized today, so I'm very proud. But here are some interesting things. That this speaker here brings back memories. I remember when we first got married, he said, "Babe, I need to get these really cool speakers." I didn't think they were a necessity, but he explained to me how cool and awesome they were, and I think he was going to start a little recording studio or something in our little first house. So he got them. I feel like they were overpriced, but I don't really know much about cool musical equipment, so I just trusted him, and here we are 20 years later, and they still work, and they're on his desk, so that's pretty awesome. The other thing is, how many of you have random jars of screws and bolts and all that kind of stuff on your desk? It's not something that is probably normal, but I feel like this is normal because Jared always has jars of these kind of things. The jar probably started with my organization, maybe skill, I guess we would call it, that I needed in a place. So he picked a glass jar, great. So if you need any kind of missing screws or bolts or something, Jared is your guy, and he will have you covered. The other thing is, my guy loves Post-it notes, making lists, checking them off. I love that. So he has, it's almost empty actually, but a little thing of Post-it notes, and they're stuck all in like nice rows on his desk. I'm super impressed. I'm not sure if it's color coded or what, because there's some different colors, but way to go. I like the organization. So there's the 3 things on Jared's desk, and he'll let you know the 3 things in his head, because I have no idea what he's got going on up there, but I'm sure it's good, and we'll love hearing about it.
All right, friends, hopefully you enjoyed the guest spot of 3 things with Pastor Jared. I was just as surprised as you were. And so I know Mandy was here in the office doing have room with greater band length and fewer children. And then I get a video of her starting things off for us. So thanks, Mandy, for doing that. You're a lot smarter and cooler than me, and I'm pleased to see that she didn't rearrange my Post-it notes. They're all right where they're supposed to be, and life is good. All right, so that was 3 things from the desk. Now 3 things from my brain. As you guys know, the world we're trying to figure out how to open back up our economy, opening up businesses and churches and all the sorts of things. And so we've been meeting as a leadership team, all those involved in what it takes to pull off the weekend services, our leaders, all these sorts of things, kids ministry and things. We've been keeping our eye on what our governments are asking us to do, what we feel like is the wisest thing to do to really honor the season that we're in, and the fact that we're in the middle of a pandemic, and that we also would love to be the church and be around each other in physical space and all these sorts of things. So I would like the effectiveness and the comfort level and the success, I guess, of our time worshiping Jesus together to not be diminished by getting together. And so once I start considering the social distancing ramifications, the ramifications of how many people can be in the building, how many of the sinks and toilets and drinking fountain that cannot be used for social distancing, thinking about those things, thinking about the fact that kids don't do social distancing, and thinking about really the comfort level of you guys, and especially you guys with kids and things like that. After thinking about all these sorts of things and really mulling it over, we've decided that we believe that it would be the best for us to stay online until we can have children's ministry, till we can kind of be together in a way that isn't super awkward. And so that's where we're landing right now. Of course, the caveat is things change. Everything could change. But that is our plan now. And I think in life it's good to have a plan. One of my mentors taught me it's always good to have a plan. That way you have something to flex off of. Until you have a plan, you have nothing to flex off of. So that'll be our plan for now. And so we would love to hear from you about how you're feeling about this. And so there is a survey on all the socials that are asking these questions about your comfort level. And we'll kind of do it. We'll do it another survey here in the coming weeks to just see, all right, where are we at? Is our confidence growing, or is it waning? And kind of make the decisions that way. But these are things that we're planning, hoping for the kids that this will be a real win, hoping for you it'll be a real win, and a real win for our city too, that they would see our heart to act responsibly and to be good neighbors and all those things that you guys already know. All right, so that's the first thing. The second thing is I want to celebrate the fact that we were able to donate a bunch of things to Family Promise. And so this is a crazy time for everyone. They're transitioning families out of homelessness. And wow, what a time to try and do that, to try and find lodging and to try and clean and just all the stuff. And so Family Promise, amazing job. So proud of them. Glad that we get to partner with them and donate a few things to the cause. So thank you, church, for being the church that will do something like that. That's really cool. We have been broadcasting on YouTube because we like the togetherness of it. We could do a bunch of services, broadcast a bunch of services. We could broadcast across a bunch of different platforms. We just felt for us as a church, we wanted to have the sense that we were all kind of coming together at 10 a.m. And so we've kind of limited it to YouTube. So we'll continue to do that on Sunday mornings, but something we're going to try is we are going to then upload that to Facebook soon after the service. And one really cool thing that we've seen happening across the world is that people are utilizing watch parties on Facebook. All right, and so for some of you, you go, man, this sounds like something I really want to do. This sounds great. Here's the deal. You schedule a watch party. You say, hey, come watch the church service with me. It could be at any time. You could do it early in the morning. You could do it late at night. You could do it in the middle of the day. Whatever your thing is, you say, I'm going to do a watch party. And the cool thing is that in a way, you're holding the hand, hosting, being hospitable to any one of your friends, the reach of your social network. When they come in and they would comment, you would say, hey, welcome, George. Welcome, Uncle Bob. This is awesome, and comment on it. And so it's been a real tool for people to disciple people around them. So maybe people who are not Christians will watch with you. Maybe people in your family who would never come to church will watch with you. Maybe just a friend. You just go, let's watch this together. And so we're going to be putting that on Facebook, all you Facebook folks. And we would love for you to consider hosting a watch party, and really hosting a watch party and being there to bring the hospitality, to bring the friendship, to bring the conversation as you're watching it. So we're going to give that a shot. Putting that on Facebook, so watch for that. And if that's of interest to you, we'd love to see you utilize that. I love you guys. We miss you. And if you need anything, please do not hesitate to call or email. We want to hear from you. Getting so excited to be back together and looking towards the future. Also, just getting back together in our neighborhood churches. Man, we've been missing our neighborhood church for sure. We've been reading the Proverbs together on our phones, so that's been a little bit of interaction, but just excited to tell stories and eat food and all the stuff. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. And I think in the recovery world, they call this radical acceptance. So radically accept the things that you cannot change right now. And it feels radical because it's about everything. But we're looking towards Jesus. He is our hope. And all our other hopes that were just small h hopes, they're fading away in so many ways. But King Jesus is firmly fitted on his throne. And we are trusting in him in this season. And I pray that you are too. All right, we love you. Take the survey and consider a watch party and consider a picnic. And God is good. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.